a minute. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Anybody that I've been in the ring with or in the locker room with all this time, this is for everybody. We all did this together. I couldn't have done it without you guys.
Have you lost your freaking mind? What'd you kick me for? Roddy was trying to help you.
Hey, listen, I didn't know. I didn't know what he was doing up there, so I kicked him in the face. And I didn't know what you were doing up there. But I knew what I had to do, Jim, and that was get the job done to win the world title.
Let me tell you something, big man. I wanted to make you the franchise. But from now on, I'm not worried about what's good for you. I'm not worried about what's good for Strong or Aries. I'm worried about what's good for Ring of Honor, and that's it.
Hurry your ass up. Let's go. Champ, I got him. Come on. Come on, Champ. Pick your head up, man. Say what you got to say.
Say what I gotta say.
All right, I got something to say, goddammit. Tyler Black, I want a rematch. You had 167 rematches. I want one. I'm the former two-time ROH World Champion, and I deserve a rematch, and I want it, and I don't care where, and I don't care when, but it better happen soon. Get on.
Kerry, this is bullshit. I held up my end of the bargain, and I want my title shot now. Give it to me.
You talk to Cornette.
Talk to Cornette. You're the owner of this company. Give me my match.
You speak to Cornette.
Everything I've done for this company, of course, walk off.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday night, April the 3rd, Ring of Honor Wrestling presents its next internet pay-per-view, The Big Bang, live from the Grady Cole Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, exclusively on Go Fight Live. The main event will be the Ring of Honor World Championship, the new champion Tyler Black defending. But who will be his opponent? Both Roderick Strong and Austin Aries have demanded that spot. Tonight, I will render my decision to all three men. When they hear it, you'll see it tonight on Ring of Honor Wrestling.
Welcome to another big night of Ring of Honor here on HDNet. We are excited about the World TV title tournament that kicks off tonight. And how about this? Where has she been all my life? Bringing in the TV title belt.
The lovely Reign of Antas showing everybody the prize. 8 men will compete to determine the first ever Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Let's take a look at the brackets.
An interesting list here, Dave. If I had to pick somebody, I love what Colt Cabana's doing right now. He gets better every single match.
Now, if I had to put money on someone, I would go with the pretty boy Pitbull, Kenny King. One hell of a lineup for the World Television title tournament.
Introducing first, be accompanied by Steve Carino from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing 238 pounds, Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
Kevin Steen with Steve Carino, and I'm not real sure that Steve Carino is any good for Kevin's career.
Well, that's your opinion, Hog. I think that he's going to work wonders for Kevin Steen, bring him to World Championship opportunities in the future here in ROH, and perhaps bring him that belt right there as part of this World TV title tournament.
His opponent from the Temple of Lust on Long Beach Island, New Jersey, weighing 203 pounds, addicted to love, Red Titus.
How about that? Red's got a few fans here tonight. He's got that hotel key. Didn't give it to anybody.
He's going to be a little bit selective, perhaps. Wait for the right lovely lady to pass along that hotel room key for after the show.
I think he wants to give it to Reyna, to be honest with you.
Perhaps that will be the case.
He throws it to somebody in the crowd, and Red Titus looks ready to go here against Kevin Steen.
Well, this is an interesting matchup, Hog. I think in this instance, in your case, you'd pick whoever you hate the least, right? Because you don't particularly care for either of these guys, do you?
Well, not really, but I'll tell you this. I have been impressed with what Red has done in the ring of late. And how about the sign? Kevin Steen trying a little psychological job on Red Titus. You know, it might be the biggest match of his career so far.
Well, it's a very important opportunity. Of course, you have to make it past the first round if you want any hope of walking away with that belt. And senior official Todd Sinclair calls for the opening bell of our first round matchup as part of the title tournament. Look at that belt, Hog. But yeah, Kevin Steen trying to get the psychological advantage right off the bat by ripping up that poster. And as good as he is at the mind games in professional wrestling, with the added guidance of Steve Corino in his corner, he's going to be that much sharper from here on out.
Todd Sinclair, the referee, trying to break him a little bit, and Steen misses a shot. And Red Titus now doing a little psych job on Steen, but he gets popped.
Kevin Steen decided it's not time for a sexy party here this evening. And he is all over Red.
Oh, it slams his head into that turnbuckle. And Steen, who has a lot of power in those chops, gets the advantage early.
Kevin Steen more of a no-nonsense fighter, while Red Titus likes the showmanship aspects a little bit. He's a great athlete as well, and open hand strike right across the face.
You know, I've said before a while, sometimes I don't like Red Titus's antics. You're right, he does show athleticism from time to time.
And he does have the upper hand right now against Mr. Wrestling. Did for a moment. Whole lot of damage done to the arm and the shoulder of Titus right there. Drove down with the knee off the second row.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight behind that knee. There's no doubt about it. Throws him outside the ring.
And on the way through the ropes right there, his shoulder collided with the steel ring post. Red Titus looks to be hurt.
And we'll see if Steen can take advantage of that right here. Going to work on that arm.
Yeah, Kevin Steen knows how to sense a weakness, pick apart one body part, a potential injury, and focus on it, and he drives that shoulder into the post again.
You know, Dave, you gotta have endurance in a tournament like this. It takes a lot to win one match, but you've gotta keep going, winning more than one if you want that tournament title belt.
It takes 3 victories to win this tournament and walk away with the belt.
And that's not going to be easy for anybody. Foot right to the side of Red Titus. And that's what I'm talking about, Titus. He has shown me the ability to be able to come back.
Well, the question is, would he be able to last for 3 matches if he's got a bad shoulder, a bad arm? Suffered here in the first round of the tournament as Steve goes for a cover.
And a count of 2 on Red Titus, and another shot right to that shoulder, back again.
And each match is part of the World Television Title Tournament, brought to you exclusively here on HD Net. We're happy to bring you some of the very best professional wrestling in the world every Monday night here on HD Net. And again, trying to get that psychological advantage by talking some trash, but went to the eyes, did Titus.
Yeah, he got him right in the eye there. Look at Steen, he can't see, swinging at air. He hadn't hit anything.
That's why they call it the great equalizer, taking away the vision of your opponent. But
back to that shoulder, and you can tell that really hurt Red Titus.
He didn't have to see where he was right there. He just grabbed hold of the arm, drove him down with the divorce court, and got a near fall out of it.
Well, we know Red known for that drop kick, and I wonder a little bit about what Steen's strategy is right here. Got him up in the air. No, he didn't either. Ooh. There's the drop kick, the athleticism of Red Titus, and it hurt Kevin Steen. That's what I'm talking about how Red Titus has really come on, showing his athleticism.
He hit the maneuver but couldn't go for the cover, but he is staying on Kevin Steen right now. Titus needs to do everything in his power to keep Steen away from further damage to the shoulder.
Dave, I think we're seeing here just how much this TV tournament title means to both of these guys.
It's very important, the newest championship here in Ring of Honor.
Again, I think Steen's vision is really impaired. He missed a shot there, and Titus trying to take advantage with that athleticism. He's got Steen down. There's a cover 1-2.
Not enough to put him away.
Good job by Steen just to get the shoulder up there, and now he's on the ropes trying to regain his senses.
Titus has the momentum on his side. Can he maintain it? Trying to Irish whip Steen, but he held on.
Couple of shots to the face of Kevin Steen.
Nice flipping neck breaker right there, and into a cover. Only two.
Well, the flipping neck breaker almost did it, I think, for Red Titus. Not enough, but he's definitely got the advantage right now over Kevin Steen.
He's calling for the muff driver, Hog. If he can get this maneuver, we can have a winner. Steen blocks it, though.
Yeah, lifting Kevin Steen in the air is no easy task.
Especially when you only have one good arm. Big power bomb.
Look at the impact of that power bomb. And that almost did it for Steen.
Taking issue with the referee's count.
And again, he goes to work on the arm.
Kevin Steen more focused than ever after breaking up his team, leaving his partner El Generico and focusing on singles competition under the guidance of Steve Corino.
Steen up on the ropes now, and Titus trying to get a shot in, not able to do it, and that stung Red Titus.
Has the advantage, firing away on Steen. Who's going to get the maneuver here? Both of them all the way up top now.
You can see the determination of both these guys. Oh, that hurt.
Hung up in the tree of woe in the corner.
And Steen rolls into him. Here comes the cover, and that's a crossface right there. He's got him up, and Red Titus has to tap out. The crossface wins it for Kevin Steen. He is going to advance.
Here is your winner by submission, Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
Fantastic strategy by Kevin Steen, focusing on the shoulder for the duration of the matchup, and put him away with the crossface right here, forcing a submission to advance to the second round of the World Television Title Tournament.
And he'll face the winner of Colt Cabana and Eddie Edwards. Still a long way to go for Kevin Steen. Our TV title tournament well underway, and I think we got started with a bang. Speaking of bang, we've got a big bang coming up.
Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Ring of Honor's debut at the Grady Cole Center, April the 3rd, live on internet pay-per-view.
And when Jim Cornette, our executive producer, made the announcement about the main event, things got out of hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been joined by Roderick Strong, the new ROH champion Tyler Black, former champion Austin Aries. As I said at the top of the program, we're going to announce the main event for the Big Bang live on internet pay-per-view Saturday night, April 3rd from Charlotte, North Carolina. Gentlemen, all of you have made your demands abundantly clear. Roderick Strong, you believe you should be the next challenger. Austin Aries, you believe that you should get the next shot as the former champion. And Tyler Black, once again, I don't appreciate what happened in New York, but you've made your feelings abundantly clear that you believe Roderick Strong should be the next challenger. Well, like I told you that night, I'm sick and tired of doing things that are good for other people. My job is to do things that are good for Ring of Honor. And we have to put the biggest ticket-selling main event that we can into Charlotte, North Carolina on April 3rd. Now, I have determined one thing. The three of you are the top singles competitors in Ring of Honor. The champion and, in my mind, the two top contenders. Therefore, it was a hard decision. But I made my decision based on what's best for the company, what I think the fans are going to want to see, and what I think will sell the most tickets and the most pay-per-views. Therefore, at the Big Bang on April 3rd in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Ring of Honor World Championship will be on the line when Tyler Black defends against Austin Aries and Roderick Strong in a triple threat match.
No, Jim. He promised me a title shot, and I want my title shot.
Hey, Roddy. Now,
I want my title shot.
You wanted a title shot. I just gave you one.
You didn't give me a title shot. You gave Austin Aries a title shot, and you gave me a title shot. So I have to beat two guys now, right? Of course. Ring of Honor. You're trying to screw me once again.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Roddy, this. Oh,
you
Roddy,
sound like
that.
Bret Hart. Oh, I got screwed. Let me tell you something. If you're as big and bad as you say you are, you can beat both of them. I want a dominant champion.
You know what, Jim? You run your mouth a lot, and you know what? You promise me a lot. I just...
Well, all right, this thing's busted. I should have figured as much.
Hey, you don't seem too stable. Whoa, relax here. I got an idea. Obviously, he's got some issues. He's not thinking straight. Why don't we take care of him first, and then we can do this again one-on-one, and you can really prove that you're better than me, because I'm not so convinced.
You know, that's not a bad idea, but I got a better one. Off. I'm gonna take you out, and then I'm gonna kick some sense into Roderick Strong.
Hold on, Jim. You know what? I'm not done with you yet. And Tyler Black, you're not gonna kick sense into anybody, because I deserve a title shot.
Roddy, would you shut up? Hey!
Oh!
Hey,
You know what?
Hey! What the hell's the matter
Tyler,
with
you want to kick some sense? Come on, kick some sense.
My goodness, this is going to be something else. The Big Bang, Roderick Strong, he is serious about this title. The Big Bang in Charlotte, North Carolina. What a match that's going to be.
Now, Roderick Strong can talk about how he deserves a title shot, but Austin Aries deserves his one-on-one rematch to regain the world title in Charlotte at the Big Bang.
This tag team match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Team number one being accompanied by Shane Hagedorn and Sarah Del Rey. At a combined weight of 479 pounds, Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli, the Kings of Wrestling. Their opponents currently in the ring at a combined weight of 439 pounds, Lance and Harlem, the Bravado Brothers.
Well, you know, Hog, as intriguing as the world title matchup is at the Big Bang, the matchup that has been signed for the World Tag Team Championship has me even more excited. Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli, the Kings of Wrestling, will challenge the Briscoes in Charlotte for the belts.
And the Kings of Wrestling just back from Japan. Very successful tour over there. You saw the plaques that they got for the excellence they showed in Japan, and right to work on the Bravado Brothers.
Lance and Harlem, a very successful tour for Pro Wrestling Noah for Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli, former World Tag Team Championship partners themselves here in ROH. They have reformed that team, and we have a red-hot tag team division here in Ring of Honor here in 2010.
And I'm really looking forward at the Grady Cole Center in Charlotte. The Kings of Wrestling going up against the Briscoe brothers. That, I think, will be something really special.
Two of the very best tag teams on the planet today. You see Sarah Del Rey encouraging Chris Hero, as not much damage done to Chris Hero right there by Lance Bravado.
David, I really just think this is a tune-up to get ready, get the teamwork down pat for the match coming up in Charlotte. Is a nice shot by Hero. And this could be it right here as Claudio Castagnoli tags in.
Both Hero and Castagnoli in the top physical condition of their careers right now. You're seeing frequent tags from the Kings.
Yeah, a lot of power from Claudio.
Hero known for his striking ability, especially that rolling elbow. That's why they call him that young knockout kid. You never know which elbow strike will knock out his opponent.
You know, I really like this team. They're extremely dangerous. I think this is the best matchup we could possibly expect against the Briscoes.
Well, we are loading the Big Bang card with the very best matchups possible. Available on internet pay-per-view, GoFightLive.tv. In the throat of Bravado, right against that bottom rope. And now with the referee distracted.
How about Sarah Del Rey?
Death Ray getting a shot in,
there.
yeah.
You know, it's the only thing I disagree with about Chris Hero and Castagnoli. They don't need Sarah Del Rey.
What about Shane Hagedorn? You know, he's a great strategist.
They don't need him either.
He's a fantastic wrestling mind, Hog.
Yeah, but these guys are good enough on their own, and particularly against the Bravados.
Yeah, but having the encouragement of a Shane Hagedorn and, you know, the
that
support
does not
of
help.
the support of Sarah Del Rey, it helps.
You know what? The emotion goes away after the first 30 seconds. Then it's all about skill, all about technique.
Oh, key maneuver right there for the Bravado brothers as they get a little bit of offense here, turning the tide of the matchup on the Kings of Wrestling.
I hope they're not taking the Bravados too lightly here. As you see, they're getting a couple of good shots in.
Harlan Bravado working over Chris Hero.
Boy, Hero took a shot in the nose. Oh, Claudio Castagnoli. Little backbreaker right there.
A fantastic show of strength and a high five from the Kings of Wrestling. Lance Bravado back in to fire away on Castagnoli.
Yeah, and it's doing absolutely zero damage. Castagnoli got him up in the air. And Hero with a shot.
And now the big swing.
And here comes Hero trying to kick his head into the 10th row. And that might do it.
Well, they're not done. The other Bravado.
Got him in the air. Down the KRS-One. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Slaps the porpoise. It's over.
Here are your winners, the Kings of Wrestling.
A fantastic outing for Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli against the Bravado brothers.
Yo! If you think that was a big bang, Ring of Honor, April 3rd, Charlotte, North Carolina. We're gonna show you a real big bang, Briscoe brothers, when we take the titles that are rightfully ours.
Briscoe-Brüder, die Gürtel kommen zurück zu den Königen des Wrestlings, because Kings reign supreme.
Tell you what, I do think they are ready for the Briscoes.
Without a doubt, Kings reign supreme. Will they reign as World Tag Team Champions once again in Ring of Honor? We'll find out at the Big Bang in Charlotte.
The Big Bang in Charlotte, North Carolina is shaping up to be a great event. Dave, something that's been concerning me is what has happened recently to the Necro Butcher.
Well, the Necro Butcher has been suspended from television, and as a result of what took place a few weeks ago here on television between Necro and Eric Stevens. Stevens has been fined, but Necro suspended due to putting his hands on an innocent bystander, timekeeper Giuseppe Di Laurento.
But it just doesn't seem quite right to me. Right now, let's go back to Kyle Durden. Kyle?
Kings of Wrestling victorious. Speaking of the Kings, standing alongside me, the man pretty much responsible for reuniting them, Prince Nana.
Hey, my friend, those Kings of Wrestling, it took us 3 good years to get them back together, but finally, with the wealth that Prince Nana has, God is good, and we're coming for those world titles, Briscoe brothers.
Another subject you might be interested in, Necro Butcher. The man was banned from television after what happened weeks ago. He has a family to feed.
This guy is running around all upset because his food stamps ran out. He's knocking people out for no reason. What about that guy? What about his family? Necro Butcher, stay out of my way.
Last thing I wanted to ask you, Rashi Brown. Who really knows? Is he with you? Is he not?
Let me tell you something. With him, all I see is dollar signs. Rashid, join the family, my friend.
Prince Nana, never really a lot of answers. Back to you.
Pain is coming to the ring right now.
This match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Gary, Indiana, weighing 264 pounds, Skull Crusher, Rashid Brown.
El Rashid still with a huge decision to make.
Charlotte, North Carolina,
Not to join the embassy. It's kind of like a free agent.
Conley.
Well, not only Prince Nana, but Shane Hagedorn. Everybody sees money in the future with Rashi Brown in professional wrestling. Look at the size, look at the power.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say, Dave, and with good reason. I have been awfully impressed with his skill in the few times that we have seen him here on HDNet.
You know, how could his opponent tonight, Caleb Conley, not be intimidated by that man right there?
You know, with the NFL draft around the corner, I think you could equate this that Rashi Brown is the projected #1 draft pick.
Will we see the clean break in the corner from the Skull Crusher? We do. And I don't think that was too smart on Caleb Conley's part.
I don't think that Skull Crusher is too worried about this match, to be honest with you.
Just another opportunity to send a message to everyone on the ROH roster that he means business inside the ring.
I hope Caleb Conley, who got a little shot in there, has got some good health insurance. He does have a little athleticism. He totally missed on that, though.
It didn't pay off.
Look at the three-point stance. Right into him. You're right. He's a #1 draft pick.
And Rashi's not done.
Skull Crusher. Get him up in the air. This is trouble.
My Bears need Rashi Brown.
Look at the strength of Rashid Brown. Burning hammer. Here comes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Forget about it. Rashid Brown. Oh, you are so impressive.
Here is your winner, Skull Crusher, Rashid Brown.
Well, Caleb Conley gave it his best shot, but as usual, the burning hammer earns another victory for the Skull Crusher here on HDNet.
Tell you this, whoever signs him is going to be very, very lucky.
And whoever doesn't sign him will be very unlucky because pain will be coming.
And now let's go backstage to the always punctual Kyle Durden. Kyle?
The Ring of Honor TV title tournament, it's hot underway. Next week, Colt Cabana, Eddie Edwards. What are your thoughts on the tournament?
I think the TV title tournament's a great idea. It's great for ROH, it's great for HDNet. And when you think Colt Cabana, at least in my mind, you think made for TV. You know, kind of like Billy Mays, but without the And the fact that I can be the champion of TV, I love it. I'm all for it. All for it. I love it. I'm ready.
Speaking of the TV tournament, El Generico is another person participating in it, a man who you're helping rebound from his betrayal from Kevin Steen, and people want to know, how's he doing?
He's not the best. You know, what happened with him and Kevin was pretty serious, and he's getting better day by day. And, you know, as a friend, the most I can do is put a little pizzazz in his life, and I'm trying. And the fact that he's in this tournament and he has something to focus on, you know, different than Kevin, is good for him. It's good for Generico. He's got a better...
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, was I interrupting something?
As sorry as you were when you came out in my match?
Oh, we're gonna go there, right, Cabana?
What are you?
I just came out to tell you. Did you just see what happened? Kevin Steen advances in the TV title tournament, as expected. You haven't even had a match yet, and you're worried about Generico? Generico, footnote, handicap, done. Cabana, I'm tired of warning you. Be careful who you stand up for. I'm tired of it.
How about not coming in the Steve Carino, ladies and gentlemen, in the middle of my interview?
It's going to be interesting to see the mindset of El Generico going up against Kenny King. It's our ROH TV title tourney match coming up next.
At the Big Bang on April 3rd in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Ring of Honor World Championship will be on the line when Tyler Black defends against Austin Aries and Roderick Strong in a triple threat match.
No, Jim. He promised me a title shot, and I want my title shot.
Hey, Roddy. You
want my title shot.
You wanted a title shot. I just gave you one.
You didn't give me a title shot. You gave Austin Aries a title shot, and you gave me a title shot. So I have to beat two guys now, right? Of course. Ring of Honor. You're trying to screw me once again.
Obviously, he's got some issues. He's not thinking straight. Why don't we take care of him first? And then we can do this again one-on-one, and you can really prove that you're better than me, because I'm not so convinced.
You know, that's not a bad idea, but I got a better one. Off. I'm gonna take you out, and then I'm gonna kick some sense into Roderick Strong.
Hold on, Jim. You know what? I'm not done with you yet. And Tyler Black, you're not gonna kick sense into anybody, because I deserve a title shot.
Roddy, would you shut up? Hey.
Oh.
Hey,
you know what? Hey.
What the hell's the matter?
You want to kick some sense? Come on, kick some sense.
I think you can tell that this has the makings of one of the best matches in Ring of Honor in a long, long time. The Big Bang, April 3rd, Charlotte. Strong, Black, Aries, three of the best in ROH.
Going for the world title, and of course the world tag team titles will be on the line as the Briscoes defend against Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero, the Kings of Wrestling, April 3rd in Charlotte.
That is going to be a great tag team match when we get to the Big Bang in Charlotte, North Carolina. We talk about tag teams. We normally talk about the American Wolves, but not so much right now.
Well, the American Wolves, since losing the ROH World Tag Team Championship, have suffered some key losses in tag team action here on HDNet, and some question their future as a tag team unit.
Now let's take a look at some more on that. Well, these deadly kicks here from Davey Richards. And here's the roll-up right here. 1, 2, 3, it's over! After losing the belt, losing tonight, you have to wonder, what is the future of the American Wolves?
And they're focusing on Edwards inside the ring right now.
2-on-1, Dark City's best chance so far in the match. Can they do it? Here we go. Project Mayhem. This could be real trouble. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
A devastating loss for the Wolves.
I'll tell you, from my point of view, it looks like the troubles of the American Wolves continue. And while the Wolves' focus as a team is off, we're going to see what they do in singles competition next week. As the ROH TV title tourney continues, Eddie Edwards going against Colt Cabana. Well, he's got his work cut out for him there. And Davey Richards versus Delirious. And you can see both of those matches next week here on HDNet.
This is a first-round tournament match for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. It is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 235 pounds, Kenny King.
One of the best athletes in Ring of Honor, Kenny King. Well, you know he really wants this TV tournament title.
Kenny King full of confidence going into this first round tournament matchup. Your main event here this week, on HDNet. That would look good around his waist. I mean, talking about the belt.
Think about Kenny King. I just don't like who his friends are.
His opponent from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing 199 pounds, the generic luchador, El Generico.
And Dave, I think the big question still is, where is El Generico's head? Is it going to be in this match?
Well, we're about to find out. You say that you don't like who Kenny King's friends are.
Right.
Should he be friends with El Generico? Are you friends with El Generico?
You know, I feel for El Generico with what happened with Kevin Steen. And as you heard Colt Cabana say earlier in the show, he still's not recovered from it. But this match might be the best thing for him if he can come away with a victory here.
This isn't show friends, Hog. This is show business. And they need to be all business, and Generico's head needs to be completely in the game against one of the top young athletes in the sport today, the pretty boy Pitbull, Kenny King.
Hey, did you just quote Jerry Maguire?
Maybe, a little bit. It's all on the line. This is a huge opportunity for whoever walks away from this tournament with that belt.
Dave, this is 2010, not 1996.
I realize that, but the same is true in sports today as there was, 10, 15 years ago. Championships are what it's all about. It's all about being successful, and, we've got the World Tag Team titles, we have the World title, and now, here on HDNet, we have another prize for the athletes here in Ring of Honor to fight for. Feeling out process here in the early going between these two men.
Well, we are all about wrestling here on Ring of Honor. More wrestling per hour than any other show on television. And we've seen some great wrestling here tonight.
We are proud to be that alternative, if you will. As right now, Kenny King keeping control of the masked man. Ever since ROH on HDNet started just under a year ago, Kenny King has been one of the breakout stars to be featured on this program. And if he can walk away with that belt, it would do great things for his career to move up to the next level.
I agree with you, Dave, that he's got a lot of talent. He just has to figure out who he wants to associate with. And if he would change some things in his life, I think he could be really, really good.
He spent the year hanging out with the world champion, Austin Aries. That's like hanging out with the Super Bowl champions, You can't associate with anybody better than the top dog.
I don't think it's done him a bit of good.
Well, he'll prove it here in this tournament. If he could pull out the victory here tonight, he will move on to round number 2. Plus, he's my pick to go all the way and become the first TV champ.
Well, he takes a shot there from El Generico. Oh, we're seeing a little focus here from El Generico. He has got so much to prove here in this match. And he was taking it to Kenny King.
Nice combination of arm drags right there from Generico. And this is exactly what he's got to do if he wants to pull out the win. He needs to stay focused and prove that his head is in the game tonight.
Well, he hurt the arm of Kenny King, and the one thing I love about Generico is his quickness, and we've seen him. He is able to fly. We're going to see it here. No, I don't think so.
Opting not to take a huge risk here in the early going of a very important matchup. Going to wait for Kenny King to get back inside the ring.
Yeah, Kenny King mocking El Generico, and I think that does nothing but get him fired up.
Nice shot to the midsection right there by King. Gave him the advantage.
El Generico has had such great support from the crowd here when they chant "Ole, ole, ole" every time he comes into the ring. I know he feels the love.
He's had great support from Colt Cabana as well, and I think Cabana might be paying the price for who he's been sticking up for, if you know what I mean.
Now the guys in this tournament are going to pay the price from Colt Cabana.
Plus, Generico felt that chair shot right to the head when his best friend turned on him. But that's another story for another time. Tonight, it's all about singles action, and he's got that hammerlock on Kenny King.
You ever had any friends turn on you, Dave?
Absolutely not. I picked the right people to associate with.
It's not what I hear.
Look at the athleticism of King, back to his feet.
Yeah, but Generico hanging in there. El Generico getting his own shots in, I'll tell you that. He's got to cover here.
Generico picking the right moments to take huge risks and to use that speed and quickness advantage. Right now, he's being very methodical and picking apart Kenny King.
And try to backbreaker right there that stung King. He's got to hang on the ropes for a second. Try to regroup.
Smart. The referee needs to force Generico to keep his distance as he is in the ropes. Gives him a few extra seconds to catch his breath and shake it off. These are things that he learned from Austin Aries.
And he comes back with a shot right to the stomach. King, and there we saw the athleticism of King.
And the intelligence. He had hold of the arm of Generico as he snapped it across the top ring rope and did damage to that body part, which he can now focus on.
Yeah, he's taking some shots right to that left arm as well.
Much like we saw earlier this evening out of Kevin Steen, focusing on the arm and the shoulder of Rhett Titus. Kenny King doing the very same to his opponent here in this first round match.
Crucial time in this match right now for El Generico, as that arm is hurt.
He needs full strength in that arm to elevate his opponent for the brainbuster.
And King goes right to work on it. Oh my.
All of his body weight driven down across the arm.
The cover. Close to being over. And there you hear the chant starting again. Ole, ole, ole. Trying to fire up El Generico.
And again, King very smartly putting the ring to good use, wrapping the arm around the ring rope to apply maximum pressure. Delivers the suplex and rolls all the way through with those forearm shots now.
Those forearm shots right to the head. And Kenny King says he wants that TV championship. But El Generico is not done yet. Although I will admit he's in a bit of trouble right here.
You know, it's a very historic time for Ring of Honor, holding a tournament to crown the first champion. You know, whoever comes out with the victory can always claim that they were the first, much like Pat Patterson when he won that tournament in Rio de Janeiro to become the first Intercontinental Champion. If Kenny King can pull it out and become that first champion, he can brag about that for decades to come.
Generico really needs to get that foot on the rope. Now he does. And Kenny King's going to have to break that hold.
More damage was done to the body part. Kenny King staying on the right track.
Yeah, but nothing wrong with that right arm of El Generico, as we saw.
Doing his best to fire away on his opponent with his good arm, but King back in control for the moment.
And up on the ropes. Got a knee right on that shoulder again. Oh, that back slams into the turnbuckles. And Generico just holding on right now. Cover. And a count of two before Generico able to get that shoulder up.
Each and every shot that Kenny King lands, it might not earn him the victory, but it wears down his opponent just that much more. Generico firing back, though.
Yeah, there's still some life left in El Generico in that right arm. That left arm's pretty much done, as you can see.
Well, just as quickly as Generico is mounting some offense, one drop kick to the arm puts Kenny King back in control.
And another one. And another slam of his body into the turnbuckles. Generico trying to catch his breath. He's got that right arm.
Getting a bit of a burst of adrenaline here.
You're seeing, I think, a lot of courage on the part of El Generico. hurt, yet staying alive.
Able to nail that backdrop, and he's waiting for Kenny King to get back to his feet.
And he's encouraging the crowd to get behind him. Here comes that right arm again.
All the way over the top, and he had his head on the barricade on the way down.
A big break for El Generico. Is he gonna fly right here? Let's see. He's on the ropes. Didn't fly that time. Got a right boot right to King. Now watch. Oh, he flew over the rope into Kenny King. Great move by El Generico.
Take another look. The high-flying ability of El Generico with the Arabian press to the floor.
That really got this crowd going. That left arm is still hurting. Is it hurt too bad for Generico to finish off Kenny King?
He needs to get him back inside the ring here to follow up, as he has the advantage once again.
El Generico trying to overcome the pain in that left arm. Gonna get up on the ropes here. And he flies. And almost had it on Kenny King. That's as close as he's come to winning this match.
Still trying to shake some life into that bad arm.
And Kenny King trying to shake out the cobwebs here. Generico's gonna get it done. He needs to get it done right here, right now.
Elbows from Kenny King, though.
But look at Generico. The body slam, the cover.
Again, very close, but only two, says referee Paul Turner.
These are opportunities that Generico has got to take advantage of and make.
Well, he's thinking about the Yakuza kick. If he wants to be champion, he needs to kick his head off right here.
Oh, he didn't get it. Speaking of kicks, that was Kenny King. King with the cover.
He beat him to the punch with the double knees, but only two as Generico with the shoulder up.
So much on the line. Advancement and a chance for the TV tournament title.
This is the Yakuza kick. But Kenny connects with one of his own, two of them.
Look at the athleticism of Kenny King. He's come back with some kicks of his own. How close did Kenny King come there?
He thought he had him.
Well,
See the surprise on his face.
King has definitely taken the advantage back away from El Generico.
That clothesline turned him inside out.
Generico showing a lot of heart right here, but is hard enough against Kenny King.
Looking for the coronation right here.
And not able to get it.
Going for the half Nelson suplex, but King holding his ground.
Couple of elbows breaks that hold.
Able to get the maneuver on King.
And a kick right to the face. Stun Kenny King, roll up.
So close yet again. Last split
Look at
second,
El
he got that shoulder
Generico.
up.
He cannot believe he has not won this match yet. Boy, the opportunities he has had, the opportunities he has lost.
He nailed the half Nelson suplex as well as the Yakuza kick. Perhaps the brainbuster will be enough to put away Kenny King.
Generico needs to somehow get one more move in him.
Maybe something off the top.
Yeah, and I think that might do it.
He's going to take another big risk right here.
Not going to be easy. Look at King fly with that kick.
Dangerous position for both men up on the ropes now.
High risk, sometimes high reward. And this is risky for both guys.
Ooh, crotched on the turnbuckle.
And, well, that hurts Kenny King. Look at Generico. Does he have that move left? King's in trouble. Flies all the way across the ring. Got him coming ahead. Here comes the cover. 1, 2. Again, Generico, how close has he come? That's at least 4 times. I think he should have won this match.
Well, he might have had the match won if he would have pulled him to the center of the ring, but grabbing that rope, great ring presence shown by Kenny King. And Generico, he's going to take another big risk off the top to try to pull home the victory tonight.
Yeah, King's in really big trouble right now.
Trying to get back to his feet. Has Generico gone to the well one too many times, though?
I cannot believe he just used the referee to knock him down on the ropes. Kenny King is good enough. He did not have to do that.
I think that was inadvertent. Ref got in the way.
Now got him up. Royal flush, got him down. 1, 2, 3. Kenny King won, but he did not have to win the way he did.
Here is your winner, Kenny King.
Well, honestly, all that matters is he pulled home the victory and moves on to round number 2. A super royal flush by the pretty boy Pitbull to pick up the victory in your main event this week.
Yeah, but what a great effort from El Generico.
Kenny King advances one step closer to becoming the first Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
This TV tournament is really heating up. And we got the Big Bang coming up in Charlotte on April 3rd. Boy, things are happening in Ring of Honor. Another great night of wrestling here on HD Net.